I yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean when you talk about that. And that's why I want to start my own I want to start my own show too. So I think the way that so this is where and I don't want to talk too heavy on Ant cuz he's not here,
Right.
but this is where I say that my IQ for basketball is so good because
Yeah.
it's good to the point where I feel like I can start a show, and a
Oh,
different type
definitely.
of show,
Yeah. Yo,
you
you know
know,
what's so
where
crazy? Go ahead, my fault, bro. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
The crazy thing is, like when we you was at my crib and I put you into the details, right? I'm
Hmm.
like, yo, this is something I want to talk to Mo about during the show. But when you told me, bro, I never seen this shit, I'm like, yo, that's crazy because this whole time in my head, I'm like, yo, this is like probably Mo's favorite show. And the reason I didn't put you onto it because I'm like, yo, he has to know like this is like right up his alley. But the funny thing is like you don't even know that existed. It kind of like blew my mind for a couple days.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. I like the breaking down of plays.
Right.
I'm just now getting into the breaking down of a team dynamic, what they need, what they should get, you know, and I think that that's what people want to hear. They
Hmm.
don't just want to hear if they want to hear your opinion on basketball and how what I think is my top five or what I think who I think is gonna win. They can watch Stephen A. Smith, they can watch all those other shows. But when you start bringing dynamic to it,
Hmm.
like when you
No, you're
start
right.
bringing like um this is what a team needs, but more than likely they have this person on contract, they're gonna have to let them go, or they're gonna
Hmm.
have to waive somebody. They have somebody coming up in a D League who's doing real well. I'm surprised that they haven't brought the person up to sit on their bench. This is the
It's
person that
so
you have to
funny.
watch out
It's
for.
so
And
funny. It's so funny you say that because like you seen what the Knicks did in the draft, right? And I'm like,
what they do?
yo, like
Who they pick
so,
up?
but they didn't like they basically gave everything away for like picks in the future. And I was like, yo, the niggas always doing that shit. But it's like, yo, like between from 2023 all the way 2026, like the Knicks are guaranteed like 80 of the youngest studs. But I'm like, yo, that's kind of worth it if you want some franchise shit. Now I think like that, but it's like, yo, like, why could we get this stud now?
The, the problem with it is the Knicks. The Knicks have realistically been rebuilding since the days of Patrick Ewing and John Starks and all them, Anthony Mason, Charles
Right.
Oakley. That those days they've been rebuilding since then.
Mm-hmm.
Allen Houston, all them cats,
Right.
and so they just don't know how to
Niggas just finished
rebuild.
paying for Allen Houston.
Yeah, right. They at one point they had Stephon Marbury and Steve Francis on the same team, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
You know,
They was just getting heat. And that's what I'm saying. So when you look at it, yeah, this is crazy. I got my shit too close. Like, really, my camera's supposed to be right here. Like my face supposed to be right here. But I got that shit in the back like this. It looks okay, but it doesn't look like 16 millimeters, which is supposed to be right here. But like if I go too close, you see like all my inconsistencies in my face. But it's so good. I think we having a good conversation. But yeah, so like that's what it is. So like that's like what you're talking about, and what you don't realize in until you like really start to get into the details.
yeah. But anyways, it is
Andrew,
eight
what's up,
o'clock,
brother?
sir.
Nah, yeah. So we got Andrew, we got Brooke in right now.
Okay, what's up?
The
What's up? What's up? What's
faithful,
going on?
you know.
All right. Yeah, don't
But
forget.
damn, I don't
All
even
right.
see. It's so funny because like now it kind of sucks because no, it's not okay, Brooke. Because like, see, like we got the screen for Ant right here. So like with my ADHD, now I'm like, damn, I had this shit for me and Mo only, and you guys want to see us bigger now. But then as soon as I remove Ant from it, well, let's just leave him on the whole show because as soon as I remove Ant from it, um, he's gonna call, and then it's gonna like mess with my OCD, you know. But yeah,
Yeah.
and we did have a pre-show where everybody said, "See, where's Ant?" Right? Yeah, I'm gonna put that on the screen. Yo, it's so funny
Where's Ant?
because like he's gonna be like it's gonna be like that the whole show, which is fine. I'm okay with it. I think Mo's okay with it. But it's just like, yo, bro, like why like simple directions type shit. But whatever. We're all in the military. But yeah. So Mo, oh, let me play the intro. Where is the intro? Oh, look, it's the Ants in the green room now. See? Look,
Oh, he is?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like now
You
he's
play
in.
the clap. Play the clap for him when he comes in. That's what you gotta do.
So he's in. Camera's off. His camera's off. You know what I'm saying?
You there?
So
is he there?
No, he's here. He can probably hear you, but his camera's off. He's working on it or whatever he's doing. That's like ruining the show. But whatever, like when he comes in, like I can see you in the green room. So like I saw he didn't have a camera. So like now I'm just waiting for that. But like let's not make the show about that. All right. So how was your week, Mo?
Yo, so question. You ever have a Bronx Tale moment?
You mean like hold on. So a Bronx Tale moment could mean so many things, right? Like a Bronx Tale moment was like, yo, you ever been like with a white girl or a girl that's you know what I mean? Like you have to roll into the neighborhood.
Nah. So
go ahead. Our favorite part in the Bronx Tale is the car shit, right?
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So
okay.
For all you guys that haven't seen a Bronx Tale, there was a scene in a Bronx Tale. I think everybody's seen it by now. But there was a scene in a Bronx Tale where the main protagonist, he was in the car, and he didn't want to be in the car, but his friend was in the car, and so he's just sitting there going over and over in his mind, like, I want to be with my friends, but I know they're doing bad stuff, so I don't want to be there. I want them to do good, and so all of a sudden they stop the car at a light, and then all of a sudden Sonny comes out and gets C out of the car. Yeah. But it don't always happen like that. Sometimes you can just come to your own conclusion. So my question, or like your own conclusion to, I'm not going to go here. I'm not going to be there. Right. So I had an example of it before on a previous show where I decided not to go to a city. I decided not to go to the city because they were all driving to the city in a car with drugs, right?
I think
but I had another
that would be like a Boys in the Hood moment. If you're just talking about like that. Or
which scene?
So like when the stuff actually happened to Trey, and then like right when they were about to go kill those dudes, he was like, "Yo, let me out, though."
Oh, he let me out of the car.
Yeah.
Yup. My bad.
Like he was right there. Yeah, he was like right there. He was like, "Let me out," and he was like, "What? You about to get out?" And he was like, "Yeah, bro." Like he was like, "It's not for him," but his man knew it wasn't for him. Yeah.
Go
ahead with your story.
Doughboy. But we all have examples of that. So that's what I'm asking is, did you ever have one of those moments before?
I would have to think about it, man. I think that that's a really good question. Because I think that my moments that I had, here he is. So yeah, you're in. So I think that my
wait, let's recap the question.
Let's wait for Ant to get it together.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah.
You good?
You got a lot of stuff. You got a lot of stuff in the background, brother. Yeah, we'll put you down for a little bit so we can keep it going, and then we'll get you back in when you Just get like your like how are you gonna be like that and like let the room be as quiet as possible if you could. You good? All right. So
So, so the question is, have you ever had a Bronx Tale moment where, remember how C was in the car and he didn't want
you
to
think
be
you seen the
there?
Bronx Tale already?
And you seen the Bronx Tale?
Yeah,
The
I
movie.
seen that movie.
Okay, so remember the part where C was in the car and he didn't want to be there, and all of a sudden, um, here comes what's his face, Sonny. Sonny shows up and kind of rescues him from from that car, and then they went over to the black side of town,
Yeah.
and them boys got lit up with
Right.
the Molotov cocktail. So you ever have one of those moments where you didn't want to be there, and either you decided to leave it alone, or you decided to somebody got you out of that situation? Has that ever happened to you before?
Definitely, definitely.
Uh,
Few times. I can't really
all right,
speak
so
on it because it was some crazy stuff. Actually, I'm gonna speak on it real quick.
Yeah. You might
So
as
I'm not
well,
okay,
gonna
bro.
say what
Yeah.
it was, but I was somewhere and they were like, it's about to be crazy. I think you should leave
crazy
because
like how?
like something bad is about to happen. So I think you
Like
should
what?
leave. Huh?
Like what? Like people about to start shooting, like
Yeah, it's an ant.
something
Just
like
Yeah,
that.
make it. Yeah, just make it up, son. Because like, regardless if you telling the
I'm
truth,
not
whatever,
making
like
it up. Okay,
the
all
story
right, whatever.
sounds
I can't.
boring because you just talking hypotheticals. Go ahead.
I'm not talking hypothetical. But anyway, okay. So I was at a basketball game where there was a lot of people, and then one of my friends that I know, he knows that he knows what I do for a living. So he's like, you might want to get out of here. It's gonna get crazy. I got out of there. I went to go pick up my son's mother at the time. So I circled back around the area where I was at, and then like 8 people got shot within 15 minutes of that conversation happening. So I
Mo,
would
that's
say
what you meant.
it's something like, excuse me.
I'm asking Mo. No, that was crazy. But I'm asking Mo. Is
Yeah,
that what he meant? Yeah. All right. Yeah.
yeah, because somebody told him that he shouldn't be there, and
Hmm.
he took that advice.
Right.
So whoever it was, you respected that person that much that you said, "Yo, you know what? Things are about to get crazy. I'm not gonna be
Exactly.
there."
Yeah.
I don't want to know what he means by get crazy, but
Exactly.
I'm gonna leave it alone. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna
Mhm.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
For sure.
And there's some people who, like, when to not be somewhere. If somebody says, "Yo, don't be around because
Mm-hmm.
something's about to go down," then that's what you do. You're like, I'm not gonna be there.
Right.
What say you, Miles?
Yeah, because I still didn't give you my Bronx Tale because I feel like I'm like a big fate dude when it comes to like things like that. Like the advice that I take is mostly like deep thought shit. So
Mm-hmm.
like when it comes to like danger, it's usually like somebody's like, "Yo, let's do this together," rather than "Yo, you bounce." You see what I'm saying? So like I don't even know how I would heed to was good, Scott, like that to advice like that, bro. Um, and I don't think it's ever been like even tried to be passed to me. And it's as fucked up as it sounds. Yeah, it's never been like that. It's always like, yo, you good, we got you. And but I don't like rock with friends like that to ever be in no shit like that. So I think that all right, I'll give you a perfect example. So uh I'm I got the homies from the block, right? Back when I was used to live in Queens. Yo, we got into some shit. Like we got into some shit, right? To where it was like guns, fighting, slapping women. It was crazy, right? But it was like we just all had each other's back. And it was like the whole time it was going on, it was like some life changing shit that could have been, with all of us at the time. And it was like almost on some Bronx Tale shit, but it was not like anybody needed to get out. It was like, yeah, we all handled our business. But at the same time, if certain, like, if I know, like, if one trigger would have got pulled differently, you probably would have never met me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, so it's more of a fate thing, and like, and that's why I'm so big on that. Yeah, man, and I'll give it to you like that. But that was a real dope question. And like, and what did I compare it to? Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood, yeah.
Yeah, let me out,
Doughboy.
Let me out.
He said, "Let me out, let me out."
But at the same time, Doe knew he wasn't about that life, though, bro. And like, that's, to me, that's a real brother. You know what I mean? Oh, Brooke, we got a convo. We got a convo ready on cue. So I don't know, like, if you guys want to watch it. Do you guys want to watch the video together and weigh in? Because we got like a kind of a captive audience, Brooke and Scott, but and Andrew. But you guys want to watch it and then weigh in? Because I don't know if Mo even watched it. Did you watch Mo?
No, I didn't watch it yet. I wanted it to be out.
Yeah, let's just preview it, and then like whatever happens with these guys, we can do it. All right, let's see how
I can't hear it.
You can't?
No.
All right, wait. All right. You can't hear it? Shit.
No.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, I rehearsed this shit myself, and you can't hear it. Give me a second. I know what to do. I know what to do, bruh. I know what to do. I ain't scared. I know what to do. Right? All right, so let me put it back to the beginning. Because I rehearsed it by myself. So boom.
Still can't hear it. Still can't hear it, bro. We having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, still no volume.
Mr. Co-host, you want me to stop it? You want me to stop it? You got something to say, bro?
Who, me?
Yeah,
I just said no. Listen, I was just saying that we just can't hear. I didn't want to keep saying we couldn't hear it, but I just said technical difficulties.
Can't hear? You still can't hear?
Nobody
Did you hear
can.
that? Oh, okay. No, if you can't hear, that's bad. Hold on, let me see something. Hold on.
Like, you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out.
Better?
And you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there you go. And I bet you he only got one thing in there.
Could y'all hear that?
Yeah.
All right, we go.
I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
What are you talking about? What are you mad
Them my kids, them your kids' siblings though. So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't give my food stamps to the seven.
Oh, Lord.
But if you're trying to help out, though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings, though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings. They're not eating at McDonald's.
I'm gonna go get
Why do I
that.
gotta put... No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Yo, this is sad.
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. They're your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? You know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine.
Yeah. They're
Yo.
his siblings.
McDonald's
You
food-
know
Yeah.
what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
Yeah, so
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby.
Yo,
with me
he-
who have kids
yo,
with other people.
I got something to say.
You wanna,
I got something
yo,
to say.
I think the end is important, but you could. Well, I can stop it. Whatever you want to do, Mo.
Nah, go ahead.
Nah,
Go ahead.
keep going.
Piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all. Then he can't take that shit. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had 1 or 2, I can maybe. You got it's 4.
I can't have
extra
nothing.
kids. All like going to my motherfucking account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings, though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with. That's the one you gonna.
Those are your fucking kids' siblings.
They my. So that means
Yeah.
I take care of them.
So don't. No, I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean?
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. You know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
Your babies.
Okay, but I'm saying we share the same kid as well.
Absolutely.
Mm.
So if you want to, if you feel like I feel the way about eating, take them in the room and let them.
I'm not taking my kid in the
Send him down
room.
to the car. He ain't even got to eat for his brothers and sisters. He can come right out to the car and eat with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here. Give it here. Give it here.
You sound stupid.
Done.
Oh,
He ain't eating this
Wow.
because you ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Selfish as a like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He not finna eat that. Dumb. Dumb. He not finna do that. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for
Okay.
none of them. Buy stupid. Thought I was finna take that today.
Mo,
all right.
Wow.
I'm gonna let everybody else
react.
talk first.
React.
Well, this is
Yeah,
a
you
serious
go for-
question. Can you buy McDonald's with your food stamps? I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
And since we don't have
But
a
yeah,
producer,
what you
we'll
think
never
about
know.
that?
Huh?
What you think about that?
Me?
Yeah.
So I always look at it. I try to have an objective perspective on it. These type of things, right? I'm looking at it like, yo. Now, if she had those kids before him and her started dating, and I looked at the size of the soda, I was like,
I like
yo,
that.
this kid is like drinking like a extra, like a supersized soda. Is a chance that like, like the kids could be smaller that might not understand McDonald's, but I do understand there's a time where as a dad, when you start to understand like your son and like you realize that violence is not gonna work, maybe. So you like, yo, if you every time you do your homework, yo, I'm gonna bring you McDonald's. You know what I mean? So he's working for that. So it's a different way to rock, right? But at the same time, bro, the way she like, and that's where I would say the only reason why she could be talking heavy like that. But if his kid is a young kid or whatever, and I don't know what his pockets is like. It's like, yo, man, he might not be able to afford McDonald's for all those kids, bro.
Facts.
So that's how I look at it. What say you?
I mean, you could look at it from a lot of different angles. He could be paying child support
Yeah,
and can't afford to do something too much for his son, but brings him McDonald's every day.
right. Something.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it looks like he's doing something. He's there.
right.
Whereas, like I said, he could be paying child support too. And like
So hold on.
you brought up
Yeah.
a good point where if to me the kid's probably a little older.
Yeah,
And
so the size of the soda.
he doesn't really know. He doesn't have a relationship
I mean, if you
at
would
all.
determine something, Mo, that's what it is. Nah, I would say you had a relationship with him, but the size of the soda, you can
It's
tell like it.
possible. It's possible, but it's possible. You could look at it from a whole different angle. We don't know their situation. We
Right,
don't know
right.
everything.
Mhm.
I would like to see his side of it. However, I kind of feel I don't need to bring no food for nobody else's kid. I need to provide for my own. You know what I mean? I work hard. Her children doesn't have anything to do with mine.
I also think
I
that
see
that
it.
shit could be fake too, though.
It could be too.
No,
I was looking at
no,
his shirt. It said
no,
like something TV, so
not
Yeah.
it
fake.
could be.
I
Think
don't
it's
think
real?
so. Yeah.
I mean,
So
shit like that happens all the time. So it,
You know why I say it's fake? I'll tell you why I think it's fake. I
I
could
think
be
it's fake.
fake. It's because like son, his face is like blacked out. So like that means that they couldn't use his face for legal purposes, right? In a situation like that, it's obvious he thought he was right. Show my face. Cause like it's crazy things. His life about to change if you see his face. Cause even though he wasn't the most articulate with his shit, he still made some valid points. And she sound crazy. But I've heard people sound like that.
so y'all might disagree with me,
I know Mo's
but
bringing food for everybody. Shout out to Mo.
Yeah,
yeah, but I'm not. But at the same time, and I'm not him. I like I might financially be more well off than this dude is. That's the first thing. The second thing is they're both in the wrong, in my opinion, because she should be grateful that he even brought his kids some food. That's the
Facts.
first thing. We already know that, you know, he went out, he took the time out of his day to buy food for his kids. Some people don't even take the time out of a month to visit their kids. He's bringing food to his kids all the time. It may not be the best, but he's still providing. However, that man should have just came and picked his damn kid up and brought him to McDonald's. That's the whole
Could do
fact.
that too.
He should have just picked his kid up, because if he knows that he can't provide for everybody, don't have that boy sitting in front of everybody eating. She's
Yeah,
kind
you
of
know
right.
what? She mentioned that, and he said, "Well, let him eat in the car."
Yeah,
They
but
say that.
I heard
but you
that
know
part.
what? At that point, the damage is already done. The damage is already done. You're better off saying, "Oh, he needed to have some lunch. Hey, have him ready. I'm gonna come and pick him
Yeah,
up. I'm gonna bring him to have lunch." That way, you're killing two birds with one stone. Not only are you getting that kid lunch, but you're spending one-on-one time with that kid.
yeah, and
You know
she's
what I'm
obviously
saying?
pissed
Like
off about that. So they should have a conversation about that.
she's
Prior
pissed
to
off at her. She's pissed off at her damn self. That's really what it is.
Talk
She's
heavy,
pissed
Mo.
yeah,
off
because
at
that food
herself.
stamp doesn't
She
come
made
to the level.
she made bad decisions in her life, and she
Fact.
talk about my stamps don't come until the end of the month or the first of the month or whatever. That's not his fault. His responsibility is that damn kid.
Agreed.
So I would have picked the kid up if I know I can't provide for everybody, because if it were me, now this is my opinion. If it were me, I would pick all those kids up something small, at least something small, even a 20-piece nugget. Hey, y'all can divide. 4 of y'all each get 5.
Something
Y'all can
small,
pick
Mo?
between 2 sauces. All right, but I'm not gonna be getting all y'all individual. Y'all can figure it out, but y'all gonna have to, divide it up. But something like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's what
Yo,
I would have
Mo.
done if I was in his situation.
Yo, Mo, thank you for that. But yo, somebody send me this. I don't know if y'all can see.
Who sent you that?
My
Yeah.
son,
My son, yeah. I'm gonna make a cousin
Is
so
he
everybody can
crying?
see this shit.
Is
Yo,
the kid
yeah.
crying?
Yo, you know what's so funny about this? You
Sorry.
know what's so funny about this? This how kids be, son.
I'm crying.
Yo, it's like, cause he hungry. Yo, cause
Yo.
like, yo, how you know if he didn't call his daddy like, "Daddy, I'm hungry," so that she threw the food, nigga? He could have been
Yeah,
at the
for real,
window.
yo.
He could have been at the window. He could have been at the
He
window.
crying. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that shit is bad. Look at his face.
That's crazy.
Yeah, nah, peace out.
We
Nah.
don't know that man's situation either, man.
Exactly, that's what I'm
He
saying.
could have skipped his meal and gave it to his son instead of him
Yeah.
eating.
Yo,
Jay
pick
So
sent
that
me
kid
that.
up,
Jay,
bro.
yo, Jay, like so. Uncle Jay hit me with the clip, and if anybody got anybody else got clips they want us to break down, let us know. But Uncle Jay hit me with the clip, and then Salop hit me with the IG shit. Yeah, that shit's funny.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, if that were me, I would have picked my kid up, just so you can avoid all that
Yeah,
other stuff.
me too. Me too.
Yeah.
You know.
But again, bro, the age of
But
that
then,
kid. Go ahead,
yeah,
Ant.
but we don't know the situation. He could have been on his way to work.
Exactly. So it's like,
We
like
don't
I
know.
said,
That's what I'm saying. We don't know.
the size of that
Oh,
soda, and just me putting two and two together, and also trying to play devil's advocate, right? The size of that soda, that kid, like kids get to an age where they don't want to chill with daddy. Like they just want fuel and they just want to go. So
yeah,
all of that, like, do I take it? Like, I've taken $5 over going to lunch with my dad. It sounds fucked up, but I have. I'm like, yo, he can't stop my flow right now. Yo, he's like, yo, you want to go to McDonald's? I'm like, nah, just give me $5. I'm gonna go get a sandwich later. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So like, that's
like,
real, and it's weird.
yeah. That is real. Like my
Yeah,
kids are at the age like they just want to chill. They want to do their own thing. They want to. I didn't
yeah,
want to. I didn't want to be with my mom or dad when I was older, or when I was younger, like that.
yeah. So that
Depending
could
on
just
your
be his
age,
happy.
like at
Yeah,
12, 13, and up, you don't want to do that.
yeah. That could, like I said, that could have just been him and his son's happy medium, and they
Yeah,
rocking with it. And then she's disrupting it because she don't talk to her kids. Because that'd be a lot of shit. A lot of
But
dads, moms too. Like you got shit. Everybody have their own relationship with their child. So if I'm
yeah,
doing something for mine, it's just like that could be our shit.
yeah.
And she's a
but she
disruptor
And
for
but
that.
school,
she gonna sit up there and say I'm fin to expose him. She exposed
Yes.
herself. Really?
yeah,
But my
definitely.
brother, I'm gonna tell you this shit. A lot of times people be wrong, son. They don't think they wrong, bro. Like they
No, I
don't.
think they're right.
Yeah. So son, she to me, that was the most sincere out the whole shit. Like she dead ass thought she was doing something by saying that shit. She was like I said, she was waiting for an opportunity to expose him and put him on blast. But at the end of the day, bro, like people like that dead ass think that they right. What's that, you, Mo? There's a lot of noise in somebody's shit. I think that shit is you. It might. Oh, you don't got no headphones. You gotta put headphones on. So if you got them, but that's it right there because it's the program, right, bro? And me and Mo was talking about this. The program is fiending for whatever sound it can get. You know what I mean? Because it's such a gain hungry program. That's why.
I think people a lot of I hate to say this, but like a lot of people that they're on like welfare. I don't even want to say they're the bottom of the barrel people,
Yeah.
but
Just say black people,
a
Mo.
lot, but a
You
lot,
said it.
a lot of
Yeah.
no, I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to use
Yeah.
that because a lot of people will say like, oh, you're not dealing with the top brass. You know what I'm saying? You're
Of
dealing
course.
with
Yeah.
it, but like I don't want to say that because there's a lot of people that are like that they need the help. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mhm.
like you know there's a lot of people that are like that, but then there's a lot of people also that are using the system to their advantage, and they always just try to get what they want, and they never try to better themselves either, so a lot of those people are just so used to take that they don't ever give. Like they don't, they're not gonna go out and try to figure out how to get food for their kid like that. They're just waiting for their food stamps. Or a
Right.
lot of times you'll see people who they'll go into the DSS rocking, they got their nails done, their hair done, and they got the flyest stuff on, and then
Right.
all
Right.
their
Right.
kids, they in the worst stuff. They snotty nose. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
yo, like, you know, and you think you're in the right. And those are the same people that think they in the right. And they're
Mm-hmm.
not. Because if you cared so much about your kids,
Mm-hmm.
then you would put them first. And I think that's what's problem with this in this day and age is that
Yeah.
people don't put their kids first. they put themselves first, and then they looking for a handout sometimes too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, no, for sure.
and then they always think they right.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that is a real good point, bro. Because like I said, like there's no doubt in my mind that she thought she was doing something.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, if you have an opinion on it, if anyone has an opinion on it, the people that would say something that's actually going to talk, they mostly going to be on her side. As crazy as it
Bro,
is, like society, the way society works, the people that's going to really say something and break it down, comment wise, like the videos are going to be made by dudes, of course, right? But like the comments is going to be all for shorty. And like I said, it's yeah, Eddie says a classic example of narcissism. It is, but the fact of the matter is most of it is gonna like most of the feedback is gonna be in her direction. Good.
Mm.
yeah,
What y'all say
I
about
mean,
that?
yeah, it's it's definitely gonna be a lot of times. It is gonna be in their favor because there's a lot of women that can understand what they're going through and that struggle and getting their food stamps, whatever. But as a man, and I'm not a father, but I know that if I'm out there trying for my kid,
Mm-hmm.
meaning if you went and had kids with somebody else, you should
Mm-hmm.
be they should be providing for them too. You can't just
Exactly.
expect one guy to feed your whole family while this other guy, he don't even have a job. He don't come by and visit his kids, nothing.
But so now, go ahead. You
No,
ready?
No, go
Ready
ahead,
for
go
the
I,
ahead.
flip? Go ahead. So you
I
got something
got
to say
something.
yet? Go ahead.
Yeah. Now, if they were together, that would be a fucking different story. Now I can see that you need to bring everybody food. They're not
Mm-hmm.
together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he was right.
All right.
What do
So
you think about that?
nah,
Say,
If
you
they
say
were
right.
together,
you with her, she got 3 other kids.
You
You
right.
bringing
You
food
right.
for your kid, or are
Nah.
you bringing
If we
food
yeah,
for everybody?
together, nah, that's corny. Nah.
If
I'm
y'all
not doing
together,
that.
that's what I'm saying.
Well,
if
They're
nah.
we're
not
if
together.
we're to, if we're together, then
Yeah,
yeah, I'm bringing all the kids food. I'm not just gonna bring for
exactly.
one.
Yeah, me too. Me
I'm not
too.
just bringing
That's
for
fucked
one
up.
because y'all together.
And
Yeah.
I'm
now,
not bringing just one. Like I'm
and
not gonna say, oh, this. You know what? Like that's like saying we live together, but you're home all day and I'm not. So you're responsible for the electric when I know she don't work.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a good
nah.
one.
Like she got. You knew that she had those kids beforehand. It ain't
Yeah.
it ain't like now if she had the kids after y'all got together, like she cheated on you
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
you
Mm.
stayed with her, then it's like, nah, I'm only
Yeah,
getting
that's a
for
little
the one.
different.
But I'm not staying with somebody who have a whole nother kid and you expect me to take care of the no.
So now, how
Yeah.
about
But
this?
if you got with her, had a kid with her, the kid is the youngest,
Yeah.
and you're gonna be out there buying food, then buy it for the rest of the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I got a scenario for y'all, right?
Listen.
So when you met Shorty, her husband, like, or she was married or whatever, and dude got killed, and it's not three baby fathers or whatever. Like, even if it's three separate dudes just got. She's the Black Widow. Three dudes just got murdered, and them two kids didn't have no father. And then now, y'all broke up. It didn't work out. But you was together with her when she had them kids, and you knew like when you bagged, she was a single mother. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and she was a widow. Does that change anything?
Well, first off, that's an unrealistic question because I don't know if
Yeah.
I could get with somebody who like I can get with I
Now,
could
don't
have
say the
gotten
question's
with somebody
unrealistic
who
because of
had
that.
who had 3 kids, right? I
Hmm.
could have done it, but a Black Widow, nah, something ain't right, bro.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah. If he
how
had 3 kids
how
from 3
all her
different dudes
husbands
and they
died?
all died, yeah, I'm good.
Well,
I'm not
I
talking
bro,
don't
to
want
him.
to be
nah,
the
that
fourth
shit
one.
happens. Yeah, no, that shit. Yeah, I mean, y'all know that shit happens. Don't do that. Don't
When
act like it. Yeah, that shit happens.
I mean, I'm sure it happens
oh,
somewhere, but I wouldn't
3,
be
I don't. That's one of those. That's a Bronx Tale
third
situation
world
where I
pressure
don't
type
want to
shit,
be there.
gang related shit, some shit like that. I
So
can
it's
see that
funny.
happening.
So it's funny I say that, and this might be the perfect segue, right? This might be the perfect segue. So I met this lady. I met this lady on Tuesday, right? So I'm outside smoking a cigarette, whatever, and then something happens where we got to talking about like the military, right? And she told me like, "Yo, like you guys had crazy stories, like," and she tried to light flex and say like she's a nurse or whatever. So she was like, "Yo, like PTSD is real. I have a patient that he got PTSD and like you kind of remind me of that." And I was like, "What? What? How could you tell? Like me and you just started talking about nothing, and like you compare me to your patient." She's like, "Yeah, he saved 40 people like from a building." I said, "Where?" I said, "How you know?" She goes, "He told me." Right? I said, and he was in the military? She was like, "Yeah." I said, "Yo, he he lying." She said, "How you just gonna call him a liar? You don't know." I said, "Yo, look, n- it's no way that we would never know about this dude in the history book if he kept going back. I gotta sign number two. If he kept going back and he saved 40 people." I said, "Yeah, that don't seem fucking kind of peculiar to you. Like that doesn't seem strange, or are you just that fucking gullible?" Right? And she was like, "Whoa, maybe it was 20." So I'm just like, "Yo, you believe this for how many years?" That somebody that, you know what I mean? It's like people can believe stuff like that though, bro. Like just stuff that's like pure bullshit. But I got it because she was never in the military, and she's just like she thinks that motherfuckers do shit like that. You know what I mean?
That people just
Yeah. I mean,
save lives.
No, bro.
yeah.
Like somebody's going in and like saving 40. Like yo, he rescued
I,
40 individuals from some burning building type shit.
I think if that did happen, it's like more of a team effort. It's not like I
Yeah,
single handedly did it myself type shit.
yeah,
It could be a team effort. I could believe that, but I feel what you're
right.
saying. Like him by himself, nah,
No,
probably
but
not.
I'm more saying it towards like the how a civilian could look at it. Like, yo, she was dead serious. Like, yo, this dude, like, I couldn't imagine going back into a building 40 times. I'm like, yo, neither can anybody else in the history of the fucking country. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, are you serious?
Yeah,
But I can't get mad at her because she could be
She
like,
think
yo, all
what
soldiers are
she think this
heroes.
is hard. She think this is Hawthorne Ridge. That's what she think it
No, bro.
is.
you
Like,
watch so much TV.
But like, you see
yeah,
how we
man.
laughing about it? We laughing about it, but like to her, she was dead. Like it was some shit to her. Like it was some dead ass shit to her. Like I'm bugging. Like when I called that dude a liar, she was like, "There's no, he's not a liar." I'm like, yo, just just think about it. Just use your brain and think about it. You smart.
I I mean, I can see. Yo, I can
So
see where people would think that,
Mhm.
because think about the think about the
Yeah.
stuff that think about the stuff the kids ask us, right? So I think anyone in the military knows that you had at least one kid that said something like, "How many people did you kill?" Or
Right.
is it
yeah,
is it like is it like Call of Duty? You
Right.
know, and so I can see where they would think that,
Mhm.
but it's just because they never been in it. That's like when
Yeah.
you're watching um what is it, the Stolen Valor.
Yeah.
You know,
No, that's real.
they wanna be noted for that hero type because they don't know what people in the military are like. They just regular people.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I'm
You know what I'm
saying.
saying? Yeah, so
Yeah.
so they want to reap the benefits of somebody in the military, you know. And for
Mhm.
anyone who's never watched Phil and Valerio, that is it's not funny,
No,
but
James said some smart shit I'm about to respond to. Go ahead though.
what do you say?
He goes, all this coming from the admin. Exactly. So the funny shit is about like, yo, as an admin,
Yeah,
we have to read like, so any other MOS, like we have to read every single thing that comes across the wire, secret, not secret, whatever.
Yeah.
So this is like reading a book sometimes because every single day you sit in front of that computer, like, oh shit, this shit just happened. Oh, this is this dude's name, social security number. Oh, this shit, like all these dudes is in the same truck. You know what I mean?
but
You have
but
to read that shit.
but
So
to respond
it's more practical.
to what James is saying, all this coming from an admin, yo,
Mhm.
you're right. But you also have to understand that to a civilian, I'm a killer when
Yeah.
I'm in uniform. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
they're looking at it like, yo, like, oh, you been to Iraq? Oh, so you're a killer.
Right.
And it's like we're regular people, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So somebody like James could look and say, yo, you know, I've been in infantry, like I did it, you know, but to the regular civilian, they're not gonna know the difference. So it's
Yeah.
just crazy how some people just look and portray and want to be like us too. I mean, I understand, but there's a different. If you want to be like us, then join.
Join.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
don't tell me the sob story of, oh, I was gonna join, but I got flat feet.
Yeah, that's all.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's all
don't.
cap because like we know, like I know the numbers because like I'm a stats dude. Like yo, like less than 1% of the nation joins the military. So you're in the 1%ers. So like, especially like when even when it comes to rank, like only 3% of the 1% make it to mass sergeant. You know what I mean? Like so, like it's so small, but it's not like I think that the best quote on this, and this could be another segue. Isaiah Thomas is like, "Yo, your chances of going to the NBA is like you being like a sperm." And like it's like damn near next to like you being a sperm and coming
Yeah,
out as a baby. Like it's the same shit. I'm
I
like,
mean,
damn.
and you know, coming up from like playing basketball, like I could have without, if it hadn't have been for my grades, I would have probably gone D1.
Yeah, I can see it.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would have gone
Yeah, the way you
D1,
bust
but
that ass. Yeah, hell
so
Fuck out
I
of here.
mean,
Some dumb
so
shit.
yeah.
It
I mean,
wasn't that serious.
he ain't lying, but we're not gonna go into that. But you know,
You ain't bust my ass.
even even we're not gonna go into that.
Yeah, you
But
said that already. So don't go into
I
even
wrote
me, yeah, you
better
said some shit
than
after.
Havana.
So
Mhm.
but I couldn't, even if I made it to D1, I got a small chance of making it.
Exactly.
You know,
Because how
because
many
Yeah,
kids you think is
you're in
in
a,
D1?
what's that?
he was talking about the NBA. He wasn't talking about D1.
No, right. That's what he's
Right,
saying. That's what Mo's point is.
but what that's where I'm getting at is that,
Yeah.
you know, in order for you to get to the NBA, you have to be either super elite to the point where you get drafted straight out of high school, and I think you even have to do one and done now. So you're not gonna do one and done at a D3 college. No, normally they're not even gonna look at you. The scouts
Yeah.
aren't gonna really look
Yeah.
at you like that
But
because of the
that's the
competition
gamble.
that you're playing against. This is where my IQ comes in, and pay attention.
No, but all
So
right, go ahead, Mo. I got another question for you then.
You don't need to
so
go to NBA either.
what's that?
You don't need to be D1 to go to the NBA.
No, but
You
it's
don't,
about visibility. Yeah.
but a small percentage. Like, think about it, right? In order for you to go to the NBA, right? You got, the NBA has scouts. Do you think the scouts really be going to D3 games?
I don't
No,
know.
not really.
Not,
They're
not
too
really.
busy.
They hear
They're
about somebody.
too busy.
All
They
right,
do
one at a
hear
They're
about
time.
too
One at a time. One at a time, guys.
they're too busy going. They'd rather go all the way across overseas and watch people play in overseas games than
Yeah.
to go to a D3 game. And that's a fact. You know,
Well, did you
if
watch Hustle?
No,
Oh, you didn't watch it still? Okay. Because he did that.
but that's a movie though.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
movie.
but he did that in the movie. That's why I asked you.
But I'm telling you, real life, bro. Like the scouts don't go to D3 games. You know what I mean? Like you think Tim Hardaway Sr. be going to D3 games? No.
Yeah. Like they have, so I would say I would give it like this. Like they have scouts that go to that, but like it's the tier
They
level,
definitely
right?
got
No, it's a tier level. Even like the scout that goes to that game, maybe is just a dude that's on the payroll. The scout, the people that you really trying to scout, you know your top scouts. So I don't think a top scout's going to a D3 game, especially when it's guaranteed D1 talent out there. And so and it's the same argument for the somebody's. So it's the same argument for the um for the HBCUs, right? Because it's like, yo, Mickey could be the nicest player in the NBA in college, but if he doesn't play Duke, if he doesn't play the hottest kids that's really out, he could just be nice. Like people be nice in the park, but if he don't play the nicest people, he not nice.
Now I'll say this, right? A D3 player can make it to the league. It's just they have to go through more obstacles, right?
Yeah.
So they'll take a D3 player and they'll put him in the D League. They'll take a D1 player and put him straight in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they need to see you play against top level talent before they give you a 10-day contract, 14-day contract, or you know what I'm saying? Like they'll put you on the practice team. They'll do all these things before they actually put you on the squad.
And they know you you kind of coachable too, because like that's the thing. Like you got people that like they'll shine against mediocre talent, but like if they're not coachable, if that's why, like, if you really look at it, like who came out of Duke, right? Like people just started being nice coming out of Duke, like recently. But people, they used to be like Grant. You had Grant Hill, Christian Laettner. I would say you had like maybe 10 players, right? But all of those dudes went to the NBA because they're very coachable, and like they might have role pine, but they were awesome in the locker room, and like that's why they got drafted. And that's my opinion. That's a hot take.
But getting back to what I was saying, like I think that there's only a certain level of people that make it from high school to college, and then from college to either overseas or to the D League, from the D League to the NBA. So there's only that window of opportunity is so small. So Isaiah Thomas is absolutely right. You know, that in order for them to see that you have that type of level of talent, like you have to be on your grind.
Yeah.
So, any asshole story, guys? Like not like your asshole, like any asshole stories of the week. Like, did you see anybody do some asshole shit?
I mean, I don't think I've seen anyone do some. Let's hear what you got to say, because
you
I
always
really have to think about it.
No, because I mean, I'll be outside, so yo, I hate when people like make eye contact with you and they don't give you the green of the day. So that might be because of my military experience, right? Like I always expect the green of the day, right? But to me, even for a civilian, like, yo, you don't get the green of the day. But I'm like, yo, you know, it's crazy. Now, I think I was talking to you earlier, Mo. I was like, yo, when I wore my wedding ring, people are way more responsive. But like, I'm like, yo, these old joints think I'm trying to get at them by saying good morning, good afternoon. This is crazy. But when you got your wedding ring on, everybody's like, hey, sir. Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
It's the funny shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wouldn't say that this is some asshole. Well, it could be. It's just nasty. It's just downright nasty. Yeah, this guy was sitting in front of my building at work. He took his shoes off, took his socks off, and starts taking his feet on the stairs, bro. And the security guard, we had to get the security guard to go out there and be like, yo, you can't be doing that here, bro. But he could be. That's the worst part. He actually could be, but that was some nasty shit.
That was a segue, Mo, because now I'm gonna ask you this, bro. Like, you had to get the security guard, son? Like, after some shit like that, I was like, yo, son, get the fuck out of here.
I didn't have to get the security guard. Somebody else did.
Okay.
You know, somebody, because all of a sudden I walk in and I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for my coworker, and then all of a sudden the security guard goes out and she's walking towards him. So I'm like, okay, you know, she's
and
going to say something.
And the security guard was a woman?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So how did it end?
I don't know, because I got in the elevator. I didn't want to see that shit.
I probably wouldn't tell that story, but
that's the only thing I could think of.
My only asshole shit actually happened today. I was driving on Jerome Avenue in the Bronx, and it was this guy. He was begging for money, and he had like a plastic cup, and he like tapped it on my window type shit. Cause my tits is like dark. You can't see anything. You can't see nothing. Motherfucker tapped it on my window. I just had to ignore him, man. Like, yeah, that's some asshole shit.
Oh,
I ignored
God.
Nah, that's
like he was trying to force me to give him money.
And I think some of those guys, you know how much money you can make panhandling?
Yes. I'm about to try that shit tomorrow, actually. I'm going to go on the train. No, listen. Because I used to work in the train station, too. So,
Anson, don't say you about to try that shit tomorrow, man.
No. It was a joke.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But nah, it's
people
10 cars.
Serious, and we have a very big audience.
Listen. It's 10 cars in the train. How long does it take you to walk through 10 cars of a train, you think?
Hour.
No, you're bugging. You can walk between less than 10 minutes. But let's just say 10 minutes.
Not if you got a speech.
You don't need a speech. You can just ask for money. That's what people do, man. No speech. You just go with ask for money. Mm-hmm. That's 10 minutes. Say you can get a dollar a cart at least.
Yeah.
That's $10 in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's $60 in 1 hour.
Yeah.
Come on, do the math.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of people make $60 an hour. They be making a lot of money.
No, they eat. But I'm not gonna
let's not
hop on that shit, because there's a lot of people that need it. But bro, again, people that are homeless. Okay, but people that are homeless, the shit that they trying to support, it doesn't matter how much money you make. It's like, yo, you can make $1 million a fucking hour, bro. But if you got like a fucking cocaine habit, that's $1 million a fucking hour.
Yeah,
that's just gonna you just buying shit for your shit.
That's
like, yo, no, bro, you know how many crackheads I knew that was like, I'm like, yo, son, you making mad money. And he's like, hey, I smoke $300 worth of crack a day. I'm like, you smoke $300 worth of crack a day? I'm surprised. Like, you smoke $300 worth of crack yo, but that's like, yo, son, like, to me, your body and all shit, like, yo, you just go to the limit that your shit's gonna go. It's like, you know how long a crack high lasts?
Nah, I don't.
Like seconds, I think. Seconds or like not even a minute. So motherfuckers be chasing that shit all day. Yeah, I think.
Nah, I don't think so.
They're trying to chase that first high.
No, bro, that's
I think that shit lasts way longer than that.
Nah, bro. I'm doing drugs, bro. I'm telling you. Crack
but you're not doing crack,
is different.
No, you're doing what?
He said he's doing drugs.
I'm doing like marijuana is considered it's legal, but it's a drug.
It's a legal drug, yeah.
Man. But I'm telling you, like, so yo, y'all never had no drug education?
What you
Nah.
mean y'all? What you mean y'all never had no drug
you
education?
No,
mean,
like in school, like they didn't tell you like, yo, this is what crack does. Like, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
No, but like, so did they tell you drugs were bad, or did they be like, yo, if you do crack, this is what it feels like. This like they didn't give you like the full
No,
education.
no,
Oh,
hell
shit.
no,
Oh,
hell
all
no.
right.
They would
I
never do that.
I received it, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's how
I
I got
don't
my
think.
shit.
Why would they tell you how it makes you feel?
I don't
To
know.
scare you.
Especially,
No, not to scare you, just to
I
educate you,
never.
bro.
Yeah,
I'm not.
education.
So
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna listen to somebody. That's like me trying to listen to somebody about playing ball and they never played ball before.
Nah, that's
You
not
know what I'm
true,
saying?
bro.
Like
That's not true.
it's the textbook version of it.
So you never had a
I,
coach that never played ball?
No,
Yeah, you're bugging. So there's mad coaches that can play ball that don't.
that never
Yo,
played organized
drugs,
ball, but
like, right?
like who?
Yeah, they know about it.
Like who?
It's
Who
mad
never
of
played?
those.
Like
I
who?
don't know. I'm sure there are coaches out there.
Yeah,
Nah, bro. They've played ball in their life before. They know what it's like.
Not
in their
every coach.
life.
Not every coach. What about
Come on,
the guy that likes
Now,
basketball that never played it, but he knows how to coach?
yeah, bro. That's that.
It's always
like
somebody out
who?
there like that. Like the
Like
dad
who?
that's coaching the boys team or something like
Yo,
that.
Mo, don't let me pull out
Yeah,
the
you right.
fights and like
You
you could.
right.
I can tell you the Press Virginia, the West Virginia coach, that fat motherfucker. He never played ball, but he could coach his ass off, bro. It's like Rex
Yeah.
Yo,
Ryan. Rex
Coaching
Ryan
doesn't mean that
never,
you have to actually
huh?
play the ball. You have to understand.
So let me go and say this, right?
That's a good
They
point.
may
Though.
have never played. They may have never played like even organized ball. They may have never played college at a professional level. But
Yeah.
you're telling me that they coach basketball and they've never picked up a basketball before? No.
No,
And
bro.
that's why I'm
You
saying
stretching
that's
it.
that's why I'm saying
Yeah.
no, I'm not.
Yeah,
They
I'm
picked
not
it up
moving the
at basketball
goalpost.
too.
So I thought the
I
way you were
said
saying it is like
I
they
said
played at a
no,
level.
no, I'm not moving the goalpost because
I'm not
I
screaming, Mo.
used the analogy that I'm not gonna listen to somebody who talks about drugs that's never they're gonna tell me what a drug makes you feel like
That don't make no sense.
when they've never done it. Don't try to no.
No, but
No.
Mo, it's studies on that too.
But there's no
You're reading, yo, bro. You're reading
Yeah,
literature. Yeah,
yeah,
bro. It's like
studies on that. Yeah.
yeah.
Like that's like you bugging right now because you
That's
know
like
you go to
that's
the
like
doctor,
saying you're
right?
not going to
And they
listen
tell
to
you
history.
if you take this drug you're gonna have this side effect. You think they
Yeah,
took all the fucking drugs that they telling you?
Mo.
no.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
No.
And
But
yeah,
don't try to sit there and lecture me on what it makes you feel like.
No, it's not no
You don't
lecture,
know.
bro. It's just the
no,
education.
You can tell listen, you can tell me the side effects off of a study, like that's fine. But
Mo, you
don't
said
sit
you
and
didn't get
try
that
to
education, right?
no. Don't sit and try to tell me how
But
it makes you feel.
But did they tell
That's
you?
all
They
I'm
didn't tell
saying.
you. So you acting like they told you. When I was taught that, it was in a textbook. They was
Yeah,
reading out the textbook.
that's what I'm
You
saying.
know what I mean? And we
Yeah,
grew up different places. When I grew up, when I'm talking about, they had crack
I'm just
books
saying
in the schoolyard.
I'm just saying
crack was-
I'm not gonna listen to that. That's not something that I'm gonna do. I'm not
So you're not
bugging
gonna
because
the textbook?
I'm not gonna hold on. I'm not bugging because I'm saying how I feel about it.
Nah, you're
No,
not. Mo,
that's just how I feel.
can I ask you a question though, bro?
If the teacher's
What's
reading
up?
out the textbook and telling you all this stuff, you're not gonna believe it.
I'm gonna say the
No.
same shit Ant is saying, but I'm gonna say it a little different. I think it's gonna be funnier. So
No, I could say
listen, Mo,
funny shit
no,
too.
so Mo, so if you in history class, right, and,
You wasn't
and, and you reading the book, right,
Stop.
Oh,
you would
Wait.
tell your teacher, "I don't believe you," and she's like, "Wait, it's right here."
I just don't believe it, bro. I don't listen to none of that shit.
So
Not
hold
if
on.
they never
So you
don't
took literature.
don't
So
tell me don't tell me how it makes you feel. That's all I'm saying, bro.
So hold on, bro.
Because you don't know how it makes you feel.
Hold on,
Because
bro.
you never done it.
That's why
You
you
never
make
hold
it
on,
to
hold
D1.
on, hold on, Mo. Hold on, big Mo.
You
Hold
never
on,
made
Mo.
it to D1 because
Yo,
you
Mo.
do nothing but foul.
Yo, Mo. Hold on. No, I gotta get through this shit with you, Mo. So when you was in like literature, right, and y'all was reading books, and like nobody never started crying, and during the book, like you ever like read like like a novel or whatever, and somebody just started crying while they was reading?
Let's say Moby
Nah,
Dick.
bro. Nah,
Nah?
bro.
Oh,
That
okay.
may have been something that you did. Did you?
Yeah,
I mean,
I never.
Nah,
you
I
may
never.
not have.
I've been there. No, I've been there.
No,
I've been there.
Yeah,
Like,
you emotional. That's
yeah,
cool.
like sometimes you get into the book. Sometimes you get into the book, and like you know how like y'all all reading together. And I was never like a dope reader like that. But it was like, yeah, sometimes if you know you got like a good 10 or 12 turns before you, you really start listening to that shit. And that shit could be sad. But it's meant to be
okay.
like that. But you like, yo, why the fuck you crying? You wasn't there.
No, but they can't tell me how a drug makes them feel. That's all I'm
They
saying.
did the
Like
research.
you never,
I feel
you
Brooke on
never,
that. Yeah.
yeah, you're never gonna sit and tell me, and that's just how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I feel about it. You're not gonna tell me how it made you feel or how it makes you feel if you've never done that.
I don't
You know
think.
what I'm
I think you
saying?
got the whole thing misconstrued, bro.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do, bro. Like that's not what I'm saying. It when I'm saying it, they show you how it makes you feel. They're reading the facts from a book. So, like, so for
Yeah.
Right.
example, if I'm a police officer or I'm a doctor, if I'm a doctor, right? You like, yo, I feel
I'm
like this.
agreeing with you though.
Okay.
I'm agreeing with that part. I'm just saying I'm agreeing with that part. What I'm saying is I'm not going to believe somebody. I just wanted to make the point that I'm not going to believe somebody if they tell me how that drug makes them feel or how it makes you feel. You can say based off of studies, this is how it makes you feel or something like that.
Okay.
But don't tell me like, "Oh, this is what it does to you."
I
You
still
have
can't
to
even
throw
give you
that.
that.
You have to throw that based off of studies or this is my no. Like don't try to lead off with this is how it makes you feel
All right.
because you don't know.
So look, I smoke weed, right? But I'm new to weed. My cousins, aunts, brothers smoke weed. And if one of them like just get like bugged out from like just like paranoid, and Ant is with him, and then that shit happens to me in 2 years. Ant don't smoke weed. He know what to do because of that situation, bro. He's like, yo, you feeling like this? Yeah, he like, yo, you feeling like this? He never smoked weed, but he like his brother went through through the shit. So he's like, yo, you feeling like this? Yo, go drink some water. You feeling like this? Yo, just go lay down. I got you. It's just like he
Yeah, but
learned that shit.
there's a lot of explaining to do too. Like if you've been around it or been around somebody who's done it, that's one thing, bro. Like that's you know what I'm saying.
Who
But
you
don't
think
if
teaching
you've
these
never.
classes? Who you think is teaching this shit? They're like, they gotta be effective. You think they want to do that shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's segue to then we out. It's any bold predictions?
Ooh.
Yeah. You wanna go first?
No, I don't have any bold predictions, man. I don't. Not right now.
I'm gonna
What was
say
my bold prediction last week?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had one last week.
I'm probably gonna steal it right now. I think the Golden State Warriors win it again, bro. I think
I
the
said
Golden
that.
State. You said that last week?
Yeah, I
I
said
don't
that
remember
last week.
that. All right.
I definitely said
So
that last week.
all right.
That was my
It's
prediction.
fine. Well, no.
I
there was
think
no,
my
there's no last
prediction
week show. I got it though.
my prediction
I'll
last
look.
I think my prediction last week was about we were talking about the Knicks. I think we were talking about the Knicks and how Kyrie, if he went to the Knicks, then that would be better for the Nets, right? The Nets would be a better team.
You said that. Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, that was mine for last week.
Right.
Now,
I'll give you
mine for this week, when it comes to basketball, is the team to probably watch out for that everybody keeps sleeping on is Washington. Everyone's sleeping on Washington right now. They're about
Where's Bradley Bill? Where's Bradley Bill?
Washington. But
Yeah,
they
he goes to
got
Lakers.
yeah,
Another hot
they
take.
but they got Bradley Beal, they got Porzingis. You know, they got a couple of pieces there. You know, they got
Nah, I think
Kyle Kuzma. You
I
know,
think
so
okay.
I
That
think
changes my shit.
there are a couple of bench players away from being a contending team in the East.
That changes my shit. That changes my shit. Okay. Yeah.
You know, but that's they're a team to watch out for. If they can pick up a couple of good players, I think that Washington could be a good team.
Now I'm changing my NBA shit to Boston.
Okay.
To Boston, if Milwaukee, nah, I kind of you can't shit on
Mm.
Milwaukee. Yeah, I'm still gonna say, nah, forget it, forget it.
If Milwaukee gets another big shooter,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to the finals, bro. That's all I gotta say. If they get a big shoot, like somebody who's a pure shooter, they're on their way to the
And,
finals.
I ain't going
and
front. Son. If I was KD, I'll go there.
No
that's a
He's
good
dope.
segue. You said shooters, right?
segue. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's a good segue to the gun laws, the overturn of the gun laws. What you think about that?
Mo don't know about that. I don't think. I love it.
what over? Tell me about it.
So in New York, so to me, it's good for upstaters more than downstaters, but it's good for everyone, right? Well, all you got to do is take your class, and then like as long as you don't have any issues or history of violence, you could you can get a gun. You know what I mean? And
That's good.
before what it would be, it was like they would find all of this stuff where it'd be like, oh, your application is written in blue, it says black, or like your letters and references didn't come in. Like I applied for a gun so long ago, and it was like two of my letters didn't make it in or whatever, and I like the sheriff put it in there for me, so like I know it did, but like what am I gonna say? So like now it's like everybody can get a gun, but I think it's good, bro, because like more educated gun owners you have, the better off society's gonna be. And that's my personal opinion.
And also to add to that, if you can prove that you need it to carry outside, you can carry it outside too.
Yeah,
That's another um
that is awesome.
thing
That
to
is
leave off. But I mean, that can go left, it can go right, or it could be okay too. You know what I mean? But everybody has
yeah.
to be properly trained.
Damn, I feel like the nigga Ant just Obama'd us. You just hit us with the
How?
Obama shit. You was like, it can go left, it can go right,
Yeah, you never know.
it c-
But
but they're both okay. Like, yo, just like yo, okay.
I don't
That
say
shit just sounded smooth, but what the fuck did you just say?
hopefully everything will be okay. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
you're gonna have more shootings now, right?
You have what?
More shootings.
I don't think so, bro. I don't think it works like that.
What do you mean?
Have less shootings. Have less
Yeah, so
shootings.
I think
Less
education is
shootings?
education is the key. So like if I have a gun and it's a licensed gun and you can check all my ammo, I'm not just busting, I'm not just shooting. Like educated gun owners handle they shit properly, bro. It's the people that's illegal gun owners and people who don't know how to correctly discharge their weapon and handle and house their weapon. Those are the shootings that you're speaking of. I don't think that comes from like if my shit is registered and all that shit. I'm it's like I have to be accountable for everything that discharges from this weapon.
Yeah. But like
Yeah,
I
so I
said,
don't
it's gonna be more shootings because a lot of those people that come into contact with people that are doing negative stuff or trying to hurt them or harm them, they're gonna have maybe not the right, but they're gonna have that on them.
I
And then
feel like
everybody that has that on them is not
As it-
able to use it, and they're afraid to use it sometimes. Say,
mm,
imagine somebody fighting somebody. registered gun owner. Oh, he got the gun on him. He takes it away from him and shoots him. It can go like that
Not
too.
Nah, you're not supposed
an
to be like that though,
educated
bro.
gun owner for the most part. I don't think they're not just gonna start shooting. I
Yeah,
think
bro.
a lot of
Yo, y'all never
yeah.
seen the
I
gun
don't.
safety course?
Nah.
Oh
Excuse me?
yeah, like no, like for like recreational shooting. So it's
Yeah,
like, yo,
well, you
like
know,
yeah. There's so many things where like that should never happen. Like it's just so hard for it to like for me to understand how like that would happen. Like for example, if you're saying like somebody's with somebody and like they're outside, like you have to have like you should still go to jail for that shit. Like why did you have like did you have your gun to go to that conflict? Like what was your deal? Like that shit should be in the whip. Now if they
nah,
go to the
concealed carry.
car,
I'm talking about carry.
so I'm
You can
saying
have it on you anywhere.
you can have it on you, but it's more about having it on you for a purpose. You can not. It's not
Yeah.
saying that like it can't be on you, but like yo, you in a conflict with somebody and like they take your gun. I don't know, bro. Like I don't know. That's a
That
good
happened,
example.
man.
Yeah, I
Shit
know.
like that happened.
I know shit like. I mean, I know shit like that happens, but I'm just like
I know. Hmm.
it happens to me. Like you know, that's
That
like
shit
Ant over
happened
there
to Tom.
taking Ant over there taking people's guns. That's what it is.
yeah. I'm like yo, it's like some one. It's like you know, like like it could
Give me your
happen, son, but like it could happen, but like 9 out of 10's like 10 times, like that's not where more shootings are coming from. You see what I'm saying? Like those like that's like just like a
I'm
one
telling
off,
you, I know, because there's gonna be more guns on the street. So it's more possible that's gonna happen.
bro. But like in the street, I'm telling you, like that's what is gonna stop. Like that guns in the street shit, bro.
There's gonna be
If
more.
every gun
There's
is
gonna be more
registered,
guns. There's gonna be more guns registered. I don't know
yes,
about more guns on the street.
Mm.
You know what I'm
There's a
saying?
lot of guns on the street right now.
yeah,
I
I believe
understand
it.
that, but it's not gonna change anything.
Yeah, I think that's gonna stay the same. And but it's like cause like when you got a name like that filing serial number shit, those those consequences is just increased now because there's no reason why you can't have a legal firearm. And I think that there's something about that. Like people don't want to be involved in no fuck shit no more.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
I'll just say I'll say this. What the chances of somebody, going in and robbing a store with nobody with people with that have a concealed carry
Mhm.
it's gonna be less. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have a concealed carry and somebody's walking in a store, you can clearly see that they got a gun on their waist. I'm not saying that they won't rob the store. I'm just saying that if you got two or three of them guys going in the store, you know, they're gonna try to pick another store. They're
Yeah.
like, yo, because the chances of some shit popping off, it you know what I'm saying? Like it could happen. They might turn on him. Like, there's three of us, there's one of you. And then the person behind the register, they got a gun too.
Mm.
Yeah.
So they're gonna just think twice, I think, when more people have, a concealed carry.
Mhm.
That's just my opinion on it. Will crime go down? I
Probably not.
mean, maybe. I'm not sure. I can't predict that. But
I think violent crime will go down.
Think so?
okay.
Yeah, because I feel like you'll get more. Not I wouldn't call them vigilantes, but what is that? What are those just like good citizens? Like, yo, it's having a gun in the right situation. It can stop a lot of stuff. But I think, like, say for example, like if you had a gun and somebody was about to steal a lady's purse, and like you just showed, yo, like her purse is not gonna get stolen because like now it's like it's
Yeah, but you don't pull out a gun for a situation like that.
I know I wouldn't pull it out. I said just you show. No, sometimes you say, "Hey, you stop," and then you show for that. It's different.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
I'm not doing that.
exactly.
I'm not doing that.
But if
I'm
you
not
live
doing
on that
that.
block, no,
Ooh,
bro.
no.
If that
But
shit
I'm not
block,
showing nothing.
You bugging,
They'll
son. If
shoot
that's
me
your
and
block,
take my gun.
if that's your
You
block
know what
that
a
you live
superhero
on,
is? Sandwich, bro.
that sound like
What's
privilege.
I said a hero's a sandwich.
Yeah, it was a sandwich, but it's not about being a hero. It's like, yo, your block. Like I'm saying, like I'm
If you
trying to like relate
Okay,
to.
now
if
let
you're
me
gonna
twist this. What if you did that and then he pulled out his gun and shot?
Go to
if
the
you
jail.
if you're gonna show your gun, you might as well just pull that shit out. That's a whole fact. You might as
Nah,
well
it's
just
certain shit. It's certain things, man. Like that. Showing the gun will it make noise. I see what you're saying, but
yeah,
you talking about
it'll
on
get
some
you shot,
gunfight shit.
and you're gonna hear noise.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah.
get you shot. You mess
Yeah.
around and say, "Hey, freeze! I have a gun on my waist." They're like, "Oh, well, too bad it's not out," and shoot you,
Mm.
and then walk over and take your gun.
All right.
Or if you pull out
That's
and
just
point it,
I hope to never
you
be in your
technically
situation.
medicine
I'm
somebody.
scared.
That,
I hear you.
so
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying,
unless
like,
you're gonna
I don't
point
live
that
on the
thing, you
block. Like,
should.
I don't live on the block. Like, well, I kind of do live on the block. Like that.
I'm
But
about to
it's
say,
like,
what are you talking about? You can't go to the store.
come on.
Who can't? Who
Nah,
can't?
that's a
Who
joke.
can't
That
go
was
to
a
the
joke.
store?
That was a joke. That was a joke.
But
Now,
yeah,
okay. What about This is the last thing we need to touch on, and we get off this.
yeah. Then we gotta be
Um,
out.
abortion, the new
Huh?
abortion, the abortion
Roe versus Wade.
rules. Yeah.
Again, like for me, I only could talk on personal opinions. Like for
So what you
myself
think about
now,
that?
as a man now, of in like in my age, whatever, I'm against abortion, right? But I'm not against a woman's right to choose. So my opinion is from me on just on like what abortion is and what it means to me. But it's if somebody has a body, it's like they can do what they want. But if you were to ask me what I think is right, I think that they should have it. But I would never tell a woman what she can and can't do with her body.
Mm.
See, I worked on that. I know you was
What
coming.
about
Go
you,
ahead.
bro? What you think?
I think that they just gave power to the states, because they didn't really. I don't feel like they really changed a lot when it comes to that because I mean they just told the states like, hey, you could either say that your state's not gonna legalize abortion or they are, you know. But either which way, I agree with Miles. I can't tell somebody what to do with their body. And it doesn't matter what the reason is. People start coming up with reasons like, oh, this person got raped or this, or, you know, whatever, there might be complications, things like that. I don't care what the reason is. It's your decision. You know what I'm saying? Like it's now here's my only thing is
What,
if you
Mo?
do decide to have that baby,
Mm-hmm.
and like does the man have a decision, does he have a choice, and
Mm.
I think that a lot of times men don't ever have that choice, but if she does decide to have a baby, now all of a sudden you got to pay 18 years of child support if she doesn't want to be with you. Not even if you, because a guy can want to be with the woman and then she don't want to be with him, and then he could have to now pay that child support for 18 years. What's the
21
face
if you
for
go to college.
Miles? 21, yeah.
Don't even go to
So
college.
yeah, so okay, that's that was the face. All right. So I think that the man should have a choice too.
What do you
I
So
agree.
mean? Nah, I don't
so
understand.
if the man so if the man doesn't want to have a child and the woman does he have to pay child support? Or if
Mm.
you know what I'm saying, like if they don't come to an agreement.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's what Andrew said, or
No, Andrew
James
says,
said that men need to take.
James said some other shit right there. Yeah, James is caping for the host, but go ahead. James
So
said, men have a
so
choice
I
to
mean,
sleep with her. Let me read. Let's read what James said. Men have the choice to sleep with her. Men need to take more responsibility with it. And all the girls is liking it.
I mean,
Wow.
I understand what he's saying. I get that men need to take responsibility. I get that.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
do.
but
So,
yeah, but if a woman decides to have an abortion, right, and a man doesn't want her to have that abortion, now all of a sudden she can do whatever she wants with her body. So I want you to, James, I want you to keep that same energy if you do agree with it. I don't know if you agree with abortion or not,
so,
but what do you
so
say to
James,
that?
wait, James is mad at my reading, saying he doesn't sound like that, but it's an ongoing joke. James hasn't been here, but like something that if I read it as like you was capping or like in a funny voice, is just like me joking, bro. I know you don't fucking sound like that, but also don't know how to do a James Andrew
Wait,
impression, dude.
so some people get offended by the way that we voice
Read.
their you read their voice. So we definitely got to be careful about how voices are read. You
I
know,
don't give a fuck
so
if James care about that shit. I'm just telling him what it is. Like
nah,
he knows
but
I
I
got love for
mean,
him.
if a man wants to keep the baby and the woman doesn't, what rights does he have? You know, so I understand where James is coming from, where men have to take more responsibility. But if a man wants a woman to have a baby and she doesn't want to have it, then what's your opinion on that? Should she
James.
have it and then let him take the baby? Like what? Because she needs to take more responsibility too, right?
Facts.
And family court is the only court where you could lie.
Yes, that's a fact
Yeah.
too.
I don't think James said anything after
James,
that
no, he
though.
said wear a fucking condom, you beast.
Yeah.
What if she took it off, man? She could have took it off.
What if she poked a
She could
hole in that
have
shit?
holes in it.
Brooke said it should be
She
equal.
could
Look,
she could have
see,
got a turkey based and
I wonder if Brooke gets mad because I do it to Brooke the most, I think. But
What?
maybe she doesn't get mad. It's like I'm about to read her comment, but like, so I have a reading like a disability. So when I read in a funny language, it helps me read, guys. That's just me being vulnerable. So when Brooke goes, should be equal rights. Both people did the deed.
It should be. It should be.
But we know. We know what's up. Dudes is like, you guilty
But James
too.
is saying wear a condom, you know, but
What a
if at the
goddamn
time
condom.
I'm just saying like the condoms aren't
everybody.
100%, right?
Mo, just say condoms don't feel good, son. Just keep it a buck.
I'm just saying that if you decided to not wear a condom,
I ain't wear a condom.
right?
Yeah, go ahead.
If you decided not to wear a condom, she gets pregnant and then she wants to have an abortion, but you don't want her to have one as a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then is that okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah, you asking James. I can tell you asking James.
I
But
really
why
am.
the
He's
man?
over it. He's
Why
like,
the,
Mo is out for blood.
but why the man always gotta wear a condom? They got female condoms too, right?
No, those just don't feel good though.
I never tried it. So I wouldn't
Keep
know.
it a buck. Nah, yeah, that should be fucking with your shit. Yeah, I'm good with that. But anyway, guys,
right.
I don't know where this went. But we'll see you next Wednesday.
Yes, peace.
And then hold on. Women, James says, women take both birth control. You beast. Anyway. That sounded wrong. Nah, I did. Whatever, James.
Why does he keep calling me a beast? I'm not a beast.
No, he's not saying that. No, that's me saying that. So she gets fucked up. Yeah. Nah, yo, hold on. But see, now Brooke had like a really interesting point right now, right? She goes, the man wants to keep the child. Woman doesn't. Should be a court decision to let the man pay for pregnancy and the woman forfeit rights to the birth to the dad.
I would like that.
I never even thought about that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
But you know, once she has that baby, she's not gonna want to give it up.
Yeah, that's true too.
She's not gonna want to give it up.
She gonna have to because she already signed the rights over before the baby was born.
Nah, they're not gonna do that. Yeah, that's messy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's messy, son. That's messy. It's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yup, it
have
really
this
is.
baby,
Child support is messy
snatch.
too.
Yeah, and you can't ever see him for the rest of his life. Nah, you can't do that to a woman. Like, then that's never gonna get passed ever.
Yep.
Nope.
What?
Hell no, bro. Nah, bro. The way the laws are, bro, there's no way that shit would ever get passed. Where you take the baby from her and she's never
That's a
allowed
fact.
to see it for the rest of her life.
That's a fact.
Nah,
That's a
fact.
bro, yeah. Nah.
No,
That
mine.
ain't never. Okay, guys, to play us out. Yeah.
Yes.
Who wants the last word? Anyone?
All right, thank you everyone for showing up every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. We usually go for an hour. Today we went for an hour and a half because of Miles.
Yeah.
It's his fault. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not done that yet. Please, it helps our show out. And thank you guys. We'll be here next week. Maybe one day you'll see me and Ant play basketball again. So that's it.
All right, outro.
Or bowling.
Thanks.
Hold on.
Bowling, right?
Yeah. I think bowling.
Bust my ass in bowling.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Tennis after that. Fuck that.
Tennis.
I'm
All
sorry.
right, yo.
I never played tennis in my life.
Okay,
All right.
motherfuckers, I'm about to play the outro.
Peace out.
Thanks for listening. Find us on social media at Play Myself Show. Check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, stay yourself.